Hello everybody and welcome back to Platinum Edition. So today we've got a few things to be getting on with. The most important job is the sugarcane, which is actually about halfway through I think. So we can continue with that with the self-propelled harvester and the random trailer. Oh look, it's this entrance again. This track really should just join up with the rest of it. I'm going to have to definitely get the modification mod, ground modification, to change that later. But also on top of the sugarcane we have to do the harvesting of the soybeans, and of course we need to first of all get the drill going. We're not going to be doing any drilling ourselves, it's all going to be done with a worker, since it is fairly repetitive work and we have other stuff to do anyway. So since the seed drill is full of seed, we should be okay just leaving the bucket here for the time being. But I do need... there it is. I was going to say we need to get some fertilizer, but it looks like we already have some. Now the other thing we have to do, which I'm going to have to think of quite well, is the field behind us is currently soybeans. But when that is actually harvested, it's going to have to be replanted with something, and what I'm hoping to do is replant that field with sugarcane directly harvested from this field over here. Oh wow, look at that. It is 10, it has 10 litres, it's 1% full. Is it even worth bothering? No, I think we'll put it in this spreader here. Wow. That is super impressive. So we're going to have to go back down to the shop, which is a bit unexpected. It's okay though, because I've jump cut. The good thing about the utility tractor is it is pretty fast. 26 miles per hour for this tractor I think is quite impressive, especially as others, bigger tractors, some of them can only do like 20 miles an hour. So yeah, 26 from this is nothing to be grumbled at really. Anyway, here we are. I think we're just going to go with the one pallet first of all, since it does last for quite some time. Each pallet will do, I would say it would do a field, the size of field 1 and 2 put together. I don't know for sure, but that is just from memory. Obviously if you know anything otherwise then please do let me know. But yeah, I think really the thing is, it's super expensive to get a sack of fertilizer, but it does seem to last quite some time. Okay, so after I struggle to pick up the other one, we now have to redo it on this one. Yeah. There we go. 1,000 litres. So I would love to have a flatbed trailer. We did have a pickup truck, but of course we sold it to be able to buy something else. I can't remember exactly what it was. But I think really, just for the sake of driving up here with a pallet on your forks, it doesn't really matter. Not worth buying an expensive trailer or pickup truck again for. We've already sold the pickup truck anyway, like I say, so we wouldn't want to be spending that money again on something we already had. Now, I think the best thing to do is to start off taking the headlands off this field here, because then we can put it onto a worker, and that can be working at the same time as the sugarcane field is being harvested too. So yeah, obviously that's a really productive way, and also that way we should be able to get a cultivator into here ready for planting the sugarcane, which obviously we don't have an endless supply of. We're going to be selling most of it. I need to make sure we keep enough at the end. I suppose we could just keep one full trailer, because each trailer is about 66,000 litres, so it will definitely be enough. Anyway, yep, straight up to the field. We'll get this put into the seed drill, and then that'll be the first job completed, job number 1 of 3. Except job number 1 is very fast. This is the fastest job of them all. It's actually almost finished, but it does have to go up to the top end after this just to finish off. So there we go. Just lift that up. It's coming out. It should take most of it, if not all of it. Oh yes, it leaves the 10 litres at the end. Interesting. You'd think you could just cram it in. Okay, so we'll start this up, let it go. Hopefully it's going to close the... Oh, it's not going to close the covers. It looks weird doing it with the covers up. And yes, this can just be put to one side as usual. I think just around the corner from where it's just done it, like here, should be good. Should be absolutely fine there. Now, into the combine harvester, which is here. I'm hoping this isn't going to take too long, because obviously, yeah, we need to crack on with the sugarcane. The random trailer is costing us money hourly, so we can't really keep it for too long. Or did I buy it? No, I don't think I bought it. Let me just confirm what we do have on lease. We've got 3 machines on lease yet, so we can't be hanging about really. Okay, off we go. I am hoping 3 headlands off will be enough. In fact, 3 headlands off here is going to be quite a bit. We could just take it off the bottom and off the top. We don't actually have to do the sides, and don't miss anything Daggerwin because it's very expensive. I'll have to come back for those bits later. Anyway, yeah, it's obviously not the straightest of fields because we ploughed it ourselves, but I suppose it gives it a bit of character. It isn't just some perfectly measured out field. It's a very rough guide to how to create a field. Yes, but if you don't mind like these jaggedy edges and stuff, it's good enough. After all, it isn't really about looks, although being presentable is nice as well. It's about how productive the field is, quality of the soil, and all that kind of stuff. So yes, I'll just go around the headland here once and then do 3 off the top and bottom, which should be plenty of space for it to turn around. Already over 1,000 litres. And remember, this is soybeans, and soybeans are very expensive. Right, so hopefully you get the idea of what I'm doing here. Very simple. We'll leave the sides for the worker to do. The unfortunate thing about this field is the shape. It is an unusual shape. Don't miss bits, I've told you before. Yes, I'm going to have to just go around at the end, going over all the bits I've missed, which will be quite painful, but at least it will be a nice, neat finish. But actually, having said that, the worker is fairly good at not missing anything once it's done its first, probably first minute or so, because obviously it has to get on track. So, yes, I'll just go back up there once more and then do the top, and then it'll be time to hand it over to our very skilled operator. And I think I'll empty it as well before we finish, because otherwise we're going to be leaving the worker hanging on while we're busy doing the sugarcane. Can't believe this, I keep missing bits. And there we go. So we'll see how it goes, and yeah, if it has any problems we can always just set it off again and put it on the right track, but if it has any serious problems then we can just take over later. Thinking about it, this little corner here isn't going to be done by the worker, so we'll come back to that later. Hopefully everything else we'll be able to do. And so that is about right there. So yes, we'll tab over to the star attractor, which will likely be the last one we come to. There we go. We'll put it on this trailer here. Auto-save. Looking at it, this trailer is going to have to be emptied. So we'll go over here. Canola. And oh yeah, also the tractor is going to have to be refilled as well. Put it into storage for now, no point going to a sell point just for that. There's still a bale there, but not to worry, that bale will be used for bedding for these cows, which will likely be in the next episode or two, although actually looking at it they've got quite a bit. Very messy eaters though, a lot of spilt grass. There's the combine, still going strong. It looks like it might have figured out how to do it properly, hopefully it has. And if it has, it'll be absolutely perfect timing to unload. Brilliant. Good, so hopefully we can leave it now until it's finished. But I wouldn't blame it if it doesn't manage to do the whole field, as it is a peculiar shape. Especially if you see it from above you. That's when you realise that it isn't really a square shape at all. It looks fairly square from here, I suppose. But it's tapered at this end, the far end. Come on, I am not in your way. How could I be in your way? We'll just get it pretty much emptied. Doesn't have to be totally empty, I suppose, but there we go. Good. Okay, so yeah, there is the shape of the field. As you can see, it's taking the shape of the road. Anyway, how much of field number 14 is left? It is a very, very pretty colour, that's for sure. But it's got, well, half of it's not even ready yet. We've done just less than a third, I would say. So we must crack on. So we'll take this trailer. Oh, we're still here. Oh dear. That's quite a long way from where we're working. Jump cut. Back on track. Here we are. And why did I stop the harvester there? That is a really weird place to stop it. Oh, I remember. Yes, the trailer was actually full. 100%. Really bad timing, I suppose. But it is pretty easy to get it back on track. It's just... ugh. Who crashed into who? I blame the worker, even though it was probably my fault. It did move its conveyor belt after all. How are you doing there? Is that going to be straight enough for you? Hopefully. So as we know, this is quite a long-winded job. You can actually attach the trailer to the harvester, and I would do if we had the option switched on. It's actually disabled the tow bar. It doesn't have a tow bar on the harvester. But also, I don't know, it would probably struggle to turn this trailer. When it comes to turn, it does tend to turn on the spot, and you couldn't exactly turn this trailer on the spot. Oh, my driving is horrific today. Yeah, let me stick over here. About there. Should be just right. I'll keep an eye on the field over there as well. Make sure everything's still going okay with the combine. It is still working at the moment. And yeah, we'll just go as far as we can do. Obviously, only another third is ready to harvest. Right, well we are 71% full, and as you've probably noticed from me flicking through machinery, we have got a machine which is finished, and it was the drill. I was hoping it would be the drill, because if it wasn't the drill, obviously it would be the combine, which would have been absolutely terrible. So that is good news, very good. Anyway, as we are close to being full, I think we'll take the trailer for the soybeans and the trailer for the sugarcane down to the sell point at the same time, because I should think the bakery is going to be the best place. Now actually yesterday, or 2 days ago, we actually emptied the trailer over at the grain elevator, which is okay. It just means that we have to wait until the price is good, otherwise it isn't even worth it. Oh, that's annoying. I didn't go close enough. Yes, it is actually possible to tip this over at the bakery, so as long as I can reverse it, then it should be absolutely fine. Because the bakery, for some reason, is always the best price, despite the game actually stating that usually the best price will be over at the sugar mill. Which is interesting, because I don't think it even has been for me yet, so yes, that is bizarre. Anyway, the soybean combine harvester, I think, is virtually full, and so is this. So it will just be a case of putting on follow me and taking multiple machines down to the same sell point. I will just check actually, as it does, no, it's just, yes, it's full. I'll check and see what the prices are. It's obviously soybeans, so the best price is, oh, the transport company. Right, well, that's okay, because that is the other place we could go to. And yeah, sugarcane is here. 255 over the bakery. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I will finish this trailer first because I don't want to keep the engine running for too long on the sugarcane harvester. If I do, then it's obviously going to clock up the minutes, and if we get to 60 minutes, which is now obviously, we're going to be charged, I think it was, what was it, $11,000 or something, £11,000. An extortionate fee, but I suppose you would expect it with it being an extortionate piece of equipment. I think it's 300 and something thousand pounds new. The trailer is unavoidable. We're going to have to pay the hourly fee on this because it's just being used for an hour, whereas the machine, the sugarcane harvester, has got an hour meter, whatever, tachometer, where you can see how long it's actually been running for. Okay, 97% full, almost there. We shouldn't get to the end. It's going to be very close. There we go, 66,500 litres. I'll turn it off, send the worker home, and they can come back later, because we're busy. Yeah, so obviously we need to take the Star tractor with the trailer over to the combine harvester. I don't think we even have to take this trailer over there. Let me put it there. I'll tab through. There it is. Wow, it's done a very good job. Almost finished. I would say it's going to bring it to approximately 70% full. I don't know exactly. We'll wait and see. But it is costing us money with that worker being sat there, so I can't hold them up too much. I think they've got further than I was expecting. They've missed a few bits, but it doesn't matter. The next job is cultivation. Okay, that's 60%. Come on, 70%. Let's make it worthwhile. Another thing which we make after I've taken this, then we'll put it into storage because we might need it later. Pigs, for example. Pigs would require soybeans for feed. But failing that, we'll just take it over to the sell point another time. So yeah, 11,376 litres. I think what we'll do is we will just go and sell the sugarcane over at the bakery this time, despite it not being the best price, because we do need to get some money anyway. And then everything else from now onwards can go over to the grain elevator. It doesn't even have to be the same grain elevator, it could be number 3 instead of number 2. It just means when we go around with the train, I must remember to empty each elevator before we sell. In fact, even if I didn't go to each elevator when we went to sell, it wouldn't matter, because we could just do it another time. It's just we might miss out on a bonus if there's a good price. Right, okay, off we go. 66,500 litres. Impressive. Entering the town from a different direction today. I decided to go the other way. I don't think it is quicker, but at least we still get to the same place in a fairly short period of time. Anyway, the bakery is just around the corner here. Hang on, where's my other tractor? I can't see. I hope it isn't too far, but oh, there it is, good. Well, at least it buys us some time to be able to empty this without it catching up. It will obviously catch up unless I go so fast that it loses the track. Follow me course. Now, the tricky part, reversing up here. It is possible, I think. But it's going to take a bit of skill, which obviously is lacking at the moment. I need to keep an eye on the tractor because otherwise it's going to come ploughing into the side of me. Yeah, it's putting me off. Okay, tractor, you just go... not in the middle of the crossroads ideally, but there you go. Doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, a bit tighter. Oh no. Really messing it up. Okay, straight forwards. It is possible. go. It's better. Now which way does it tip? That way. Right. In that case, we need to go more this way. It's still a bit too close to the wall. Yes. Just a bit too close. It's alright, I don't want to do too much of the video of me trying to reverse this thing, but I think it is better to show the honest reversing instead of just me jump cutting and saying, oh look, I did it in one. Because it's pretty obvious I wouldn't have done. Right, okay, that is almost there. So close. A worker has completed their task. Well, it can only be the combine harvester. There it is. It's in place. Now, watch the money. There is a lot to sell here. It's going up pretty fast. What would it be? About 15,000. 17. Well, you couldn't complain. Very interesting trailer though. It must be a very powerful hydraulic system which picks that whole hopper, bin, whatever up. Let me just weave through the traffic I have created with my terrible parking with the Star Tractor. Could it have been in a worse place? I don't think so. Next time the sugarcane can go over to a grain elevator, like I said. It's just a better idea all round. So yeah, there should be no one on a worker now. There should be no workers running, so let me just watch the money. Nope, it isn't going down. Good. In fact, it's going up quite a bit. An expensive crop here. And remember, these are crops directly from the field we created. It was just a wasteland before. So already, we've made £17,770 from a field we created from nothing. 67,000, almost £68,000. Not bad going. Anyway, yes, we must finish the sugarcane harvest, which we can do at the moment. Obviously, we can't do it all, but we must finish off what we can do. I would think it would be one more trailer load. It's following. Perfect. Okay, see you back over at the sugarcane field. Here we are. We're back once again to continue. Oh, actually, there's barely anything left. I thought there was way more than that. There is this piece here which I mustn't forget. No, that is most likely less than a trailer load. Where did we start today? About here where I am now? Yeah, I would say it is less than the trailer. Which I suppose is okay. Oh, it's still here. Now, the other tractor should be very close. Okay, the other tractor is not close at all. This is quite slow. Set that off on a worker if it wants to. Interesting. Okay, in that case, forget it. I'll spin it round and we can start again from here. Ah, the other tractor has turned up. Good of it to join us. Right, that is working. Fantastic. Stop the worker. Now we're going to continue. It might miss a bit, just because it's trying to get back on course. Ideally... Ah, look at that. I was going to say ideally it won't do, but it hasn't done. Well done, worker. You have a brain. It is always good to know. Oh, I've changed my cruise control speed. It needs to be 6. There we go. Right, so it is just going to be a case of going up and down here probably 3 times, 4 times, and then we will be done. Unless, of course, inconveniently to us, the rest of the field decides to suddenly become ripe, which means we have the rest of the field to do. But I think even if it does do, which it won't, we'll do it next time. There's no point rushing it. We might do that piece over there next time as well. So, yeah, I'll just put it on a time-lapse and hopefully you enjoy it. See you in a minute. Right then, so I think the best thing to do as we're playing in real time at the moment is to keep everything in the trailer, because I would say, purely due to the fact that we are playing in real time, I don't think the rest of the field is going to be ripe before we have actually planted the one over here again, because that's just the way it's going to work out. So yes, before that is ripe, this field which we're just harvesting now will be 100% planted with the sugarcane which we have in the trailer. I just think this is the best way of doing it, otherwise things are going to cost us a lot of money in leasing, and well, everything is just slower and more expensive. So obviously there's a bit of tidying up to do over here, just a tiny bit, which I'm sure we can do straight away. Yeah, just go over it. And yes, the combine only has about, yeah, it's 25% full, so nothing considerable here. You can just go into storage for another day. Like I said, a rainy day. As soon as we are desperate for money, at least we'll have a supply of some crops to be able to sell, to be able to get us out of debt or a sticky situation. So it's the best way of doing it, I think. It really is. This might take a bit of time because we've got a few missed bits here and there. I'll probably just drive around the headland twice, because it's not taking it all in this pass, as you can see. So just whiz round and make sure everything has been harvested. There we go. Okay, now for this section over here. Oh look, field number 3 is growing well, and our fields, field number 1 and 2, that's starting to grow. Next time the seed drill will just finish off at this top end here. There's barely anything to do, but it's important that it is still done, otherwise we're wasting land. You know what, like I said, we'll go around the headland twice. Barely anything to get now, just the odd bit here and there, but I know it will annoy quite a few people if I don't, on screen, show me finishing it off. There we go. Now for this section over here. Oh yeah, that's another thing we need to do. We've got some grass in the pit. That must be compacted soon. We can't do it until all the silage is gone. I think there is about a shovelful of silage. So next to nothing, but we have to get rid of it first. Otherwise we won't be able to compact and spread out the grass. Good, there we go. Now for this bit. It's amazing how much more you can get though, because the missed bits, we were at 25% before we did any, and already we're on 31%. So you might think, well, I wouldn't have thought you would actually, but some people might think, oh, I can't bother with that, I'll just leave it. But actually, especially with soybeans or canola, the amount of money you would be just throwing away would probably shock a few people. How much do you think it would be? I don't know, but I would guess it would be at least £100 to £200, at least. Anyway, there we go. So we're going to finish it there. Oh, there is a tiny bit actually in the corner. Oh, I must do this. I see why I didn't get it before, because it's actually sort of hidden in this bush. Right, there we go. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and until next time, I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.